Hi everybody, this is Dan at More Old Stuff, bringing to you another video, a little quick one here on a find that I got this weekend. One of the things that I got, I didn't do a whole lot, but I hit up for something I think has got more quality to it than anything. What you're looking at here is a pair of Ertl Diecast 1/18 scale cars. They are representing the sponsored John Deere as a sponsor when they did have a couple of cars in NASCAR over a few years. I don't believe that they have sponsorship in NASCAR right now. But so the lady I got this from was having a garage sale, and she worked for John Deere in the marketing department, and she had several of this kind of stuff, collectible stuff, and these two things stood out really strong to me out of everything that was there, and she just really wanted to get rid of them. So anyhow, these came in their original boxes. They all both have these plexiglass covers, and they're on a wooden base. Comes with a lot of paperwork and little trinkets with it. I'll get into that in a second. But they came in their original boxes, so they weren't set out and displayed like this. The plastic is just perfect. It's like there's no scratches on it. There wasn't any fingerprints on it until I touched them, and there was no dust on them even. So just from me having them here, so they weren't kept out. They were kept in their original packing boxes. So they were actually shipped in a shipping box with styrofoam. The cars were actually, the foam was actually bolted to the underside of the car so that the car wouldn't fall out of the styrofoam box, which was really, really interesting. So they put a lot of thought into keeping these really protected and taking care of them. And what I have here, there's two cars. So they started, I guess that John Deere, it says here, officially entered motorsports in February the 17th, 1996. So this was the first car that they sponsored in NASCAR. This one's a limited, this particular model, 5,400 serialized units of this limited edition. They're handcrafted, 1/18 scale John Deere Motorsports stock car. What's another interesting fact about this feature is that each base plate is personally signed by our driver, Chad Little. And if you look down here, you can see a little close up, and that is felt pen. That's not, printed onto the brass or anything like that. This one has the same thing, brass plaque with his name on it, autographed, which makes it kind of unique. These were the original sales order slips to order one of these. This one cost $134.50. This particular one, same price, $139.50 actually for this one. This was the newer one, and this one actually came out in 1998, and this one came out in 96. So I like this, and it drew me because it has multiple genres of collectibles and interest. It's got the NASCAR piece, which is huge, a super huge thing. These are really a nice size too, 1/18 scale. You can kind of see my hand. They're pretty good size cars. There also are the John Deere collectible interest involved in this. So they have, anybody who's into the John Deere stuff and find out or know that for a few years John Deere sponsored a car, NASCAR, they're going to want something like this for their collection. Then it's also in the autograph collecting arena, and especially in the NASCAR. So we've got autographs, we got John Deere, we've got NASCAR, we got collectible diecast cars, and all of that all adds up to a lot more people will be interested in something like this. So these are just really, really, really interesting. So the certificates of authenticity are here for each one of them. This one has, and this one particular one's numbered 5428. Evidently they made a lot more than they made for this year. This year they only made 5,400. This one's number 683. This is number 5428, but I don't see anywhere what the total number they were limited to is, and I cannot find it. I've looked all over. I haven't done any other Google searches except for searching for existing prices on these things. But so yeah, the fact that they were new at $134, $140 roughly by the time you got them shipped to you, then I found a couple on eBay. One, I didn't find any that had sold, and or that were even up. Yeah, I found only two that were really up for sale. So I don't know. I mean, if that means that these are fairly rare. There's not very many of them around. They're maybe being sold or held in collections. The the one that was being offered for sale had a price of $200 on it. Another one had a price of $145. The one with $145 had the same plaque and it was autographed. However, it was autographed in red and it was really faded out. Oh, by the way, this particular car came with this coin, which is it just says the 1998 inaugural year. I don't get it. If the first year in motorsports was 96 and 98, they're showing this inaugural coin. So I don't know. Maybe inaugural meaning this is their car. They were announcing their car for the year or something like that. I'll have to do a little more research on the history of John Deere and NASCAR. It might be helpful. So, yeah, she was willing to get rid of these. She had $65 as a price on them. I ended up offering her $80 for both. And she took it right away, wanted to get rid of them. And so maybe looking at putting them up for $175 or something like that. But they're super detailed. These tires are actually rubber. That's real rubber on these tires. There's a lot of detail on the bottoms here. We've got the Ertl brand name there. We got and they actually steering wheel turns. The hood opens on this particular one. If I can get it open. Both of them, the hood's open, and you can get a close look in there. Let's see if I can do this. So see the chrome and has all the details. The interior, super details on the interior. And looking in the door here, you can see the dashboard and the gear shift and the fire extinguisher. The vent hoses, that hose that goes around the back are like the air vents that comes in and blows on the driver's head. Rear view mirror, all the roll bars. I mean, it's super detailed. Even the paint job, there's Chad Little's name on the outside. A lot of detail on this. This particular one, this is the 96 car. It's a Pontiac Grand Prix. And then this other one, again, has a ton of detail. It's got all of the, whatever that stuff is on the floor. And it's got the nets, the seats. Let me try to get this so you can get some light inside of there. With a little more light. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. There's the fire extinguisher, gear shift, dash. This particular one also has the John Deere 1998 tag on it. So I think it's a pretty good find. Anyhow, that's it for this little video. Let me know if you have any information on these. You've seen these around. If you collect them. Hey, if you're interested in buying them before I get them listed, let me know. And I'll tell you what, I have a group I'd like to get everybody involved in. It's a group for More Old Stuff group. So I do have a page called More Old Stuff is where I sell things out of, but I have a Facebook group called More Old Stuff. So if you look under the groups for More Old Stuff, you'll see me there, and go ahead and join, and then you can follow me, and actually I'd like you guys to share stuff in there too. I'd like to see some pictures of some of the collectibles you're picking up. See, even if it's for resale, I don't care one way or the other. Tell a little history about what's going on with it, and what you know about it, and just kind of share it with everybody else, because we all may find something like that someday, and it'd be helpful to know a little bit more about it. But anyhow, hope you had a good weekend, and hope your picking was good, and hey, I'll see you in a little bit on the next video.